Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today guys, we have a video containing a review of the TCL 4 Series 43-inch 4K TV. This is going to be an amazing episode overall, I have to say. If you're into technology, if you're into TVs, this is a 4K TV by the way, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the like button. So yeah, let's hop into the full review of the TCL 4 Series 43-inch 4K TV. This is going to be a banger. So quick disclaimer, this is a budget TV. I purchased this TV, well I didn't purchase it, but I got this TV for $228. It was on sale on Amazon and you can find deals on this all the time. So just take that with a grain of salt. I'm going to be reviewing this with keeping the cost in mind throughout the whole review because I think that's very important. I can't review this the same as a $1,000 OLED TV. I have to review it taking into account the price because it is a budget 4K TV. Therefore, I can't be as harsh in certain aspects of the TV. So just keep that in mind, and now let's hop into the full review. I'm going to be discussing overall picture quality, sound quality, the Roku user interface. Roku, I'm a huge fan of Roku, so I am a little biased when it comes to that. And yeah, the I/O of the TV and overall how great of an experience it is for the money, only $228. Let's hop right into it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely excited for this episode because this TV, in my opinion, is the best budget TV on the market right now. Sadly, when you're seeing this video, it did go up in price slightly. It's now $250 on Amazon, and I got this for $228. However, I still think even for $250, that's still an extremely good deal, especially in 2021 for a 4K TV. But let's hop right into the main specifications of this TV, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm not big on just listing specs, you guys know that for my reviews, but if you're interested, here they are. The dimensions of this TV are 38.2 by 22.4 by 3 inches. One crazy thing about this TV is that it's literally only 16 pounds. So if you go back and look at TVs back in the day, they were upwards of like 30, 40 pounds in weight, extremely heavy. And TCL has made this TV so slim and so lightweight, so if you need to transport this thing, it's not going to be an issue. This is easily like a one-person job to move the TV, which is nuts. I don't know how TV manufacturers are getting their TVs that small, but yeah, it's a smart Roku TV. I'm going to touch on Roku a little bit. So you guys all know that I'm a huge Roku fan, and Roku is fantastic because it has like the easiest to use interface out of any TV or out of any like software that I've seen. Way easier than like the Fire Stick in my opinion, and even that's really easy to use at this point. You can stream like over 500,000 like movies and TV shows. There's a bunch of free content. I'm sure I'll show that in this video. There's a free like content section on Roku. You have free live TV, you have free movies. So if you're not into like paying for the whole subscription service, or even if you don't want to pay for cable, they have free content here. I don't know how the quality is overall. It's probably not that great compared to paid quality, but if you're on a budget, you don't want to pay for anything, and you just want free stuff, go out, spend $250 on this TV, and you can literally watch free content, free movies, and it's that great. So moving on. Okay, so this is a 4K TV. So that's 3840 by 2160p. So it's basically you take four 1080p TVs and you make a rectangle out of it. It's extremely sharp, and I'm sure I'm going to show test footage in this. Watching 4K content on Netflix is great, on YouTube is great. Sadly, cable TV still doesn't broadcast in 4K. That's not going to be for a while. But any sort of streaming service that provides 4K quality looks absolutely fantastic, and honestly on par with my Samsung QLED TV that I currently have, which is 55 inches. It also comes with HDR certification, which is nice. I wasn't honestly expecting HDR at this price point when I got it for $220, but I think that's the two main selling features for this device. It's the 4K picture resolution as well as the HDR, which boosts the contrast. It basically makes the white's whiter and the black's even blacker, almost simulating an OLED TV. That combined with the 4K makes this TV very pleasing to watch overall. In terms of I/O, we have 3 HDMI ports, which that's a lot. That's a lot for a TV at this price. So 3 HDMI ports, 2 that are 2.0, and then 1 with ARC or ARC. We have a USB and also a composite and headphone jack and optical audio out. So if you want to plug in external speakers, you can use the optical audio or the headphone jack, which is nice. The fact that you can stream over 500,000 movies and TV shows, I got one big gripe I have with this TV, and this is it's actually kind of small. It's the fact that the remote doesn't come with voice activation. It's such a convenience factor, and once you have it, you can't live without it. You can get this on the upper models the TCL sells. Sadly, this one doesn't come with it. Overall, the remote, though, on this TV is super great. It comes with the pre-built streaming services at the bottom, like Hulu and Netflix and Disney Plus and stuff like that, which is great. It's very convenient rather than actually selecting it in the menu itself. Has the volume rocker on the side, which is nice, as well as the mute switch. The buttons are super tactile, and honestly, you can get pretty far away from the TV, and the remote connection is still really good. Overall customization of the TV in terms of picture quality, they have a bunch of different preset picture settings, as well as audio settings, which I will be showing on screen. We have like the vivid, normal, sports, movie, low power. My personal favorite is sports. Now I do want to talk about one thing about the picture quality. As I said, it's fantastic. However, this TV gets knocked for like one thing in terms of picture quality, and it's viewing angles. I don't know if it's the panel itself or it's the backlight, but the viewing angles, when you're really off to one side, it can seem a bit washed out. It might be an issue with the backlight, but I did find if you switch it to the sports setting, that washed outness, if that's even a term, tends to go away. So maybe if you have this, switch it to the sports setting and it'll help reduce the overall washiness when you're viewing it from a certain angle. So if you get a curved TV, it usually will solve any sort of issues like that. Curved TVs basically allow you to view the TV at wider angles and still maintain good contrast and sharpness. This is a flat panel, and obviously this is a budget TV. So obviously you're going to be experiencing a little of this, but if you're watching this like head on, then you can't even tell. It's only if you're really off to the side is an issue, but it's very minute, and the picture quality is great overall, so I have no complaints. Sound quality on this is phenomenal. This is a big selling point, which I don't think they push enough. I think it does have Dolby Atmos on here, which on a $220 TV is pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. But overall, you get good spatial audio. Personally, my favorite setting is the music setting. I think that has the best clarity out of all of them. But if you want to go in there, you can tweak it however you want. There's a bunch of customization within the sound settings. But I just think music sounds the best. And the TV gets extremely loud, and at high volumes, there's probably like 0 to barely any distortion. Normally when you get high volumes on these budget TVs, it'll sound a little tinny, the bass will sound a little tinny, vocals will get kind of distorted, but here on this TV, it was overall pretty clear at high volumes, and this thing gets so loud, and honestly, I don't even think you need external speakers. I mentioned before that you can attach external speakers to this. I don't think you need it unless you really want a subwoofer. I guess that's a go-to, but the sound quality on here for a $220 TV is literally phenomenal. So I wouldn't even. So if you're on a budget, don't buy external speakers. Just use the built-in ones. They're good enough. They're gonna last you a very, very long time. And also, that's another bonus of this. It uses hardly any electricity compared to like older TVs, which were like gas guzzlers. when it comes to how much electricity that they draw. On this TV, it draws hardly anything because of how small it is. And the fact that it's 4K and drawing less electricity than older TVs. Obviously, the ones today are more power efficient, which is nice, help the environment. But yeah, overall, I gotta say that the TCL 4 Series 4K Roku TV exceeded my expectations in almost every single way. I have hardly any complaints. The only cons to this TV, realistically, are the viewing angles, and that's basically it. I mean, I can't even think of anything else. This TV is like literally really good. But keep in mind, I am judging this TV based on the price. Obviously, there's shortcomings to this, like maybe the HDR is not as good as like an OLED TV, but you have to look at this at the price it is right now. If this was $1,000 TV, I'd probably have a lot more complaints, but I can't complain too much just because of how budget this TV is. And I really like what TCL is doing, as well as Hisense is doing this too, where they're just dropping the prices of all these 4K TVs, making them more affordable for the consumer, which is great because I really hope that one day there's a big push towards 4K, towards higher resolutions, so it kind of forces these media companies to start broadcasting in 4K and not having to only rely on streaming services to actually experience it. I guess that's another downside, is that, and this is a downside for all 4K TVs, is the fact that you can only experience true 4K if there's content for it, and if you're using cable, you're not gonna be getting that. And honestly, I don't even know why they're making 8K TVs right now, because there's hardly any 8K content out there. Oh, I love this TV. It's very worth the money. As I said, it's $250. I'll leave a link down to this TV in the description down below. If you guys enjoyed this video and want me to review other TVs or just other tech products in general, make sure to leave a comment. Leave a link to this TV down below if you guys can go pick it up for yourself. 43 inches is a decent size for a living room, but they do make larger sizes for the 4 Series. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. This has been another fun episode to make. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Trying to shoot for 1,000 subs within 6 months on here. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.